Oh, what a lovely evening for a stream it be. Hello everyone, we are here, we are back. It is time for a ever so slightly sleepy Tom to do some nice little choose your own adventures with you guys. Probably just the one, but we shall see. Hope that you all are having a lovely day slash evening slash night, whatever it might happen to be in your little neck of the woods. And we're back here with some Final Fantasy Tactics. I know we did some I was going to say Final Fantasy Tactics painting, awesome as that would be. No, Warhammer 40k painting last night. That unfortunately ended with the stream, like, not just lagging out and dropping frames, but like straight up glitching out. Seeing as how the last 15 minutes or so of the stream when we were dropping frames just weren't even picked up by the VOD, so don't really know what that's about. But we're back to our normally scheduled Final Fantasy Tactics. We are very nearly ready to go and do Mid-Lates Deep. Have a little bit more character grinding that I need to do. I did a bunch of that today to get the team prepared and ready to go. I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be a very fun time. But in the interim, we're going to be doing another one of our Choose Our Own Adventures books, which I think is going to be quite enjoyable. See, we have a lot of fine folks in chat right now. Who do we have here? Let us see. We've got Sasuke, JJ4OK, hello, hello, GR Sando, that being said, I love that name still, Capital P177, Blinded by Lights, Star Phoenix, and Arc Brigade himself. Hello, my friends, good to have you all here. I do have my phone here, so I can keep an eye on Twitch chat as well. This is going to be a good one. Remember those blank minifigs of FFT generics? Oh, buddy boy. I would be a very happy camper, let me tell you. That would be so much fun. Hey, and there's McCloutierg. Good evening, Twitch chat. Yes, good evening to you as well, Sarah. Are there any rewards for doing these Choose Your Own Adventure stories? Not for the one that we did the other evening. I'm assuming there's probably an achievement for doing all 4 of them. But I don't know anything specifically beyond that. Do some readings that make you an orator. I think it would. I think if there's one thing that my job experience with YouTube and my position as a holder of a master's degree in communication studies and broadcast would be that I am in fact an orator before anything else. So, funny that we've been recently on the I hate orders, I hate orders, I hate orders train. Don't actually hate them, but no console achievement. I figured that there was potentially one in the academic report.
I hope you'll set a good example for your peers.
But let's do errands, coaching rewards. Oh yeah, abilities vary job with one character. Art of War. Destroy enemy equipment using Art of War abilities 5 times. I'm amazed we don't have that. Teleport 5 times. I don't think I've even learned it on somebody yet. I don't know how I haven't done this yet either. Yes, maybe there's not.
Do you take
You already have the 3 stars on the menu? I do, yes. But that's just for clearing the game and, like, technically starting New Game Plus. Computer science major, know a little bit about electronics repair, and have some firearm experience. So would that make me real life Mustadio? Oh, I would say so, yeah. Yeah, I'd say you're a machinist for sure. In fact, that's a fun little mini game for folks. Chat, both on YouTube and on Twitch, or if you're watching the VOD right now, based on your real life, just life experience and work experience, what of the jobs in FFT would you say describes you best? I'm curious. It'd be cool to see people chime in. 3 stars in the book category? Oh, that's just because we have them all.
Gathered within are materials that await your perusal.
So we have all 5 that you're able to find.
Very
it's
well.
The same thing here for the collection.
Does anything here speak to you?
We have all the potential rewards for wonders and artifacts from errands.
Oh, leaving, are we?
Dark Knight. Oh, interesting. Edgy. Now, the real question is, how can you back that up? All right. I don't want to dilly-dally tonight too much because we don't know how long this here Nanai's history is going to be. So, Nanai's Histories is a collection of writings by the psychologist Nanai that provide detailed analyses of the lives of a wide spectrum of people. This one covers the travails of a certain gambler. Orator says capital P, says mediator / orator as well. I feel like it's probably a pretty common one for real life. Hold on. I have not seen your phone, no. I have no idea where it might be. Oh. Okay. Bye. Alright, here we go. Nanai's Histories. Let us begin. Two people could look identical, sound identical, be exact twins even, yet they will never truly be the same. Every life, big or small, old or typical, is without compare. I'll be sure to pass on the hi Jane once I next see her. Are we not? Oh, okay. That gave us plenty of time to read. No matter how unfulfilling or fraught with trouble life can be, one must take heart in the fact that each of our journeys is unique. Regardless of how many hundreds of thousands of years pass, your experience here will always remain yours and yours alone. Nanai Valanda. Well, that went really fast, that one. Okay. Hey, Coco. It goes, my friend. How you doing? See me being a machinist, particularly because I tinker with stuff to make it work and have practice with handguns in particular. Yeah. No, I think it makes perfect sense. The Chocobo Racecourse. Welcome to the Golden Palace, the only place in the nation where gambling is permitted. Upon the week's end, throngs of passionate Chocobo racing fans take to the stands to cheer on their favorite competitors. On the tracks below, race Chocobo owners from all corners of the country can be seen readying their mounts in hopes of taking home large rewards. Chocobo racing was once a widespread pastime, and all types of events, from amateur to official, took place across the state. This came to an end 30 years ago when the king passed a decree banning all such activity outside of the quote-unquote designated racing area. Thus, the Chocobo Racecourse came into existence. Despite the new laws in place, the popularity of the sport remained the same, and many expected to profit greatly from it. You hear a slight squeak. There we go. Just moving my mic a little closer to my face. And they did. Chocobo racing only continued to grow in acclaim over the years. Bets at the racecourse eventually grew to such proportions that the amount of gil exchanging hands on days large races took place would rival the budget of a small nation. The sheer amount of wealth circulating within these walls is why it came to be known as the Golden Palace. Too many Chocometeor deaths at unsanctioned events. Yes, honestly. You know, I think I could be a pig in battle. I'd be more useful when downed. Oh, no. Now let us take a moment to delve into the life of a middle-aged man who has joined us at this racecourse today and is central to our story. His name is Tango. This man loves Chocobo racing so much, he would rather put his hard-earned gil toward gambling than eating 3 meals a day. Currently, he is facing the crisis of a lifetime, many lifetimes even. Tango's dilemma began a few days prior when he dropped his coin purse containing his life savings of 500,000 gil. Oh my god. That's some serious dosh, man. Like, that is a not insignificant amount of money. You know, it's no noble's purse or anything, but, like, it ain't bad. Generally excited to see how far you get. I did terrible without a guide. Really interesting. Not only was it never to be found again, but this incident marked the start of a series of unfortunate events. First, he was accosted in the streets by a group of hooligans. Then, the house he had bought on a mortgage was apparently targeted by an arsonist, though the culprit was never found. Oh, this man's setting up all these events for future profit. Absolutely. Following that, Tango's paper mill, a company he had recently started, went belly up. His wife then left him, and to top it all off, a black cat just crossed his path. All I have left to my name is the 5,000 gil in my pocket. How many times have I found myself here? How many times have I vowed that this was going to be my last race? How many times have I said I would give up gambling? This is it for me. This is the end, Tango thought sullenly to himself. He was in the throes of depression. There is nothing left for me in this world. But today was the day of the great race. Tango looked up at the cloudless blue sky and made a decision. One last race. I'll watch one last race before I end it all. Be the same kind of guy the Squire Choir would be investigating. Oh my God, you are so correct. That is absolutely 100% correct. He really had not learned his lesson. By the time Tango arrived at the tracks, the first race had already finished. He, however, was not worried. The ones with higher payoffs were later in the afternoon. A booklet with information on the day's races had been tossed away nearby. Tango picked it up before heading over to his favorite tavern. Alas, he was unable to shake the feeling something was wrong. Ever since he woke, there was a terrible buzzing in his ears. Oh, that's actually interesting. Okay. Huh. Tango slid into his usual seat and ordered his usual drink, adding it to his running tab. Refreshment in hand, he began eavesdropping on the conversations around him. As expected, the snippets he caught largely centered around the chocobo races, punctuated occasionally with talk of relationships. Listening in on people's conversations was one of Tango's favorite ways of amusing himself. Tinnitus? Yeah, tell me about it. That's what I have, so apparently Tango here has a similar affliction to myself. How many times are we going to teach you this lesson, old man SpongeBob.jpg?
And yet our fortunes ride with them.
Hey! Michael arrived right at the perfect time that we stopped at the inn. Very nice. He tried pulling at his ears and cleaning them out, but it did little to improve the situation. Tango could only hear isolated words. Oh, sorry, I missed the beginning part. The ringing in his ears, however, began to grow so intolerable that he found himself unable to concentrate. It seemed they were discussing the competitors slated to appear in the second race. Ah, okay. I see how this is going to go. Understood. Ooh, excuse me. Listening to the best of his ability, he was able to hear every name except one, Soul Cannon. Tango, feeling sympathy for the bird, whose name he had not heard mentioned even once, resolved to root for Soul Cannon. He only wished his finances allowed him to do something beyond simply lending the chocobo moral support. I feel like we're playing bootleg Uma Musume right now. The race began. It was a short one, only 1,200 lengths, and over nearly as soon as it began. The winner? None other than Soul Cannon, of course. Several more races followed that one in quick succession. Or being like psycher mind controlled or something. For each one, he cheered on the chocobo whose name he could not hear. Or this is our hint. All of them won. Tango struggled to comprehend it. Every single chocobo whose name I did not hear has won today. This cannot be a coincidence. Perhaps this ringing in my ears is a blessing in disguise.
No anguish to an empty purse.
Perhaps he must assign no anguish to his empty purse. Hello, Alden. How are you, sir? Sup, boss? Should have raided you because you were live. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Good to see you, though. Thank you for the 2 buckaroos. Very much appreciated. Hope you are doing just dandy this evening. Mind Flayer, you know, it's not the most unlikely thing, honestly. The gods are granting me a chance to reclaim my life. I must take advantage of this and purchase some vouchers. Thus, booklet in hand, Tango took to wandering about and listening in on discussions around him. Each time a chocobo's name was voiced, he'd cross them out. By the time the fourth race began, the only bird left was Herman. And naturally, it was Herman who won. The afternoon arrived and the morning races came to a close. His body was racked with tremors. No matter what he did, they wouldn't stop. I really hope the next set of races begins soon. Pushing his anxiety aside, Tango began making his way to the Good Luck Tavern. He took his usual seat and ordered his usual midday meal. It was, of course, added to his ever-growing tab. While Tango was waiting for his lunch, the last person he ever wanted to see strolled through the doors. Lance. A gentleman on the surface, Lance was nothing more than a pretentious and arrogant poser. Even worse, he was filthy rich. What are we doing for Halloween? Jane and I are going to hang out, carve pumpkins, and watch The Shining, I think. It's the plan we were discussing. Well, if it isn't Tango! I'd prefer you kept my name out of your mouth. Apologies. I didn't mean to disturb you, but there's someone I'd like you to meet. Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that one coming. It was none other than Tango's wife who followed Lance through the doors. Lucinda, what are you doing with him? 'Twas your unbecoming conduct that drove Lucinda into my arms. She needed comfort, and being the sympathetic man that I am, I brought her here on a date to take her mind off things. A date? Lucinda, is this true? There really is no need to cause a scene, Tango. Lucinda, clearly remaining here will only create further discord. Let us make for the inn across the way. The two of them filed out of the tavern, and Tango watched them go. He wanted to give Lance a good walloping, but that would do little to bring Lucinda back to him. Tango rushed outside, shouting after his wife. Lucinda! I'm going to win all the afternoon races, you know. Then I'm going to quit gambling forever. Please, I'm begging you, just give me one last chance. He quickly came to the conclusion that he would need to channel his anger into picking the winning chocobos. I can't wait to wave a fistful of Gil in that buffoon Lance's face. The thought made him smirk. Tango turned his attention back to his booklet. There are a total of 3 races in the afternoon. To win all of them, I'm going to have to use this buzzing in my ears to my advantage. Oh. The loudspeakers crackled. We have loudspeakers in this day and age? Interesting. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Very curious. Very curious indeed. The loudspeakers crackled and an announcement rang through the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5th race will be starting shortly. Curses! I must hurry! With what little time is left, I must see what chocobo names I can overhear. Then I will leave the rest in the hands of the gods. The next race was to commence soon, and Tango was running short on time. He needed to find a crowded place where it would be easy to overhear conversations. Okay. Loudspeakers in this little money economy. Apparently. More likely than you might think. Ancient airship time? Yeah, it seems that way. It does seem that way. Let's see. A popular place that serves food would be a good start. I know. I'll head back to the Good Luck Tavern. Hey. Wait, what? 5th race, a Southern Classic. Time 3 minutes. Wait, what? Ready? Hold on, wait. We're on a timer? Tango arrived outside the Good Luck Tavern. A small table marked with a 2 was immediately visible from where he stood. On a seat bolted to the floor nearby sat a dancer named Stella. Speak with Stella. Stella looked up as Tango approached her table. Hello, Tango. Is everything all right? I see you've been putting your drinks on a tab. If you don't pay that off soon, Tavern Master's going to be far from happy. Chocobos? I have little time for such mundane matters. If you instead wanted to ask me about the art of dance, I would happily oblige. Tango, oh, God. Can we not make the text go faster? Move. Immediately visible from the entrance of the tavern was a table marked with a number 2. The rest of the establishment extended out behind it. Say. Tango arrived outside the Good Luck Tavern, a small table marked... Wait, what? Move! Oh my god, okay, that's not what I expected that to mean at all. Okay, move to table 2. From table 2, Tango could see an exit to the north. To the west was a decorative plant. To the east was a table marked with a 1 where the local weaponsmith and armorsmith sat drinking. Move to the weaponsmith. Oh, if it isn't Tango, you're looking troubled as always. You want to know which chocobo I bet on? If you buy me a cocktail, I'd be more inclined to loosen my lips. It's 4,000 gil. Tango glanced down at his meager 5,000 gil. Do it. You're a good man, Tango. Always willing to help a friend out. Good thing the tavern master here is willing to let you put that on your tab. All right, chocobos. I'm going to be going all in on angelfish. All right, so no angelfish. All right, yeah, we have to talk to the armorsmith now. Tango, you're looking pretty downcast today. Is anything the matter? Bruce the armorsmith did not wait for a response. You want to know what chocobo I bet on? I don't even remember myself. I've been so preoccupied with the great race, I need to remain focused. Oh my god. Hi, Tante. We are on a very tight timer here, apparently. We have to move to the potted plant. Move. Move to the plant. Tango arrived at the plant. To the east of it was table 2. Search the plant. There's nothing of significance to be found here. Conduct another search. Oh my god. Are you... Oh wait. What's that? A 50-point coin came tumbling out. Okay, cool. Move. Let's move to the north. Yes, okay. Go north, go north, go north. Wait, what? Move to the exit. Okay. Okay, so I think we've seen everything then, right? Stella again? Well, I don't really know what else we would do. We'd gone to table 1. That was with the armorsmith and the weaponsmith. Time is ticking. I must take action. Tango walked up to the ticket booth, still deep in thought. Currently I have 5,000 gil. Until now I've been buying small. Over time this has caused me to fall into debt. I shall place my faith in this mysterious ring in my ears and go all in for once. Here goes nothing. Tango strengthened his resolve and made his way to the ticket booth. Well, look who it is! If it ain't the one and only Tango! Nothing keeps this man down. Race 5, the Southern Classic. Oh, shit. So... We definitely missed something. Because we know Angelfish is one of the ones that we should not pick. Palm tree or tropical storm? So, okay. Maybe that plant was a... Maybe the plant was a hint? Because I swear we talked to everyone there. And I was like, why was there this random plant that then dropped a coin? Right? So maybe that's a hint for palm tree? Because tropical storm, I mean, it could be because we didn't hear it at all, but like I don't even know anything that... Well, actually... Maybe I'm fooling myself. Because if the plant was actually a hint, then wouldn't that... I mean, they didn't say its name specifically, but maybe it being a hint means that we should pick Tropical Storm. Light says palm tree. That Saver says Tropical Storm. Oh boy. Anyone in Twitch chat chiming in? Negative. Alright. Just watching me suffer. Understand. I understand. I get it. I feel like... Okay. We have to get into the mindset of a congenitive gambler here, which is not my area of expertise whatsoever. So I feel like with our boy Tango here, he would go with his gut. And if I am Tango in this situation, my first gut instinct was palm tree. What is this tomfoolery? Hades looking around gif. A lot of people saying Tropical Storm. I don't know, man. My gut is telling me to try palm tree. And you know what? As the resident man with tinnitus here, if I am Tango, I'm going to trust my gut and say palm tree. I would like to place 5,000 gil on palm tree. There was no turning back for Tango now. Are you sure you want to do this? I hear you've been borrowing a lot of money. Tango found himself unable to answer. He instead gripped his ticket tightly and headed to the race course. Pole? Yeah, that would have been fair, but... I cannot move. My legs will not carry me. Come on now, move! Tango's nerves had gotten the better of him. He felt as though his legs had turned to lead. In this state, I will not be able to make it to the race. I have no choice but to wait for the announcements to learn the winners. I cannot imagine being in that situation, just waiting. Oh my God. The cheering grew louder. It looks like the race is about to finish. They'll be announcing the winners soon. A few moments passed, and the speakers came back to life. We are pleased to announce the results of the Southern Classic, our 5th race of the day. In first place is Palm Tree with a pan of 10-1. I repeat, in first place. Oh, shit, baby. We got it. Let's go. Let's go. The plant was a hint. That's awesome. But now that makes me so paranoid. We're going to have to pay attention to every little damn thing now. Oh, Lord. Okay. I won. Tango was beside himself with disbelief. I actually won. I can't remember the last time this has happened to me. He had just multiplied his money tenfold. 50,000 gil now lined his pockets. Congratulations, Tango. Oh, it's Lucinda. Sorry. Congratulations, Tango. He turned around to see Lucinda standing there. Lucinda, You gotta apologize here. Like, this is... She left you. That's all you need to know. You fucked up. Now you just apologize. You gotta throw yourself on your sword. I'm so sorry for everything. Truly, I am. Yet you're here gambling away the last of your gil instead of putting it towards reopening Tango's paper mill. If you're as sorry as you claim, then take us back to a time when we were happy and you weren't indulging in this madness. Lucinda, Lucinda turned and ran off before Tango could say anything more. Please, wait! Don't go! In his desperation, Tango tried to chase after her, but Lucinda had already been swallowed by the crowd. Try as he might to push against them, it was hopeless, and he quickly lost sight of her. Poor Tango. I can just imagine Ramza reading this and thinking I make that much money from one battle. Yeah. Yeah. Loudspeakers crackled to life again. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th race will be starting shortly. Good grief. Now is not the time for this. I must get to the the race course. The Rackerousers? I don't know what the hell I was going to say there. The next race was slated to commence soon and time was running short. Tango needed to find someone to be bringing with customers. Okay. So I'm assuming it wouldn't just go back to the inn again, right? Huh. Right around now is when people would be gathering for refreshments. I know just the place. Companion Saloon. Oh, okay. At least he doesn't make us pick. He just goes to the right place. That's cool. Oh, God. 3 minutes again. Okay. In the entrance of Companion Saloon, Tango had a clear view of a table marked with the number 2. Okay. Let's look up at the sky first. Even the clouds in the sky seem to be laughing at me, Tango thought sullenly to himself before returning his attention to the entry of Companion Saloon. Okay, well... Move to table 2. Right before Tango was table 2. Okay, head to table 2. North was an entrance, to the west was a decorative plant. Oh god, the fucking plant again. East was a counter where an adventurer Tango had never seen before sat sipping milk. Interesting. I'm an adventurer writer that goes by the name of Messa Rickson. This is the first time in a long time I've been home. I was curious to know how my book was selling. Have you read it? Oh, this is the previous book, right? It's one of my favorite books. Ah, yes, the twinkle in your eyes and smile on your lips tells me that you have indeed read and liked my book. For your devotion, I shall grant you a 500-point coin. You wish to know who I bet on? I placed Gil on hard hitter. Okay. So we learned from Mesa what was going on there. So we must move. We go to the decorative plant, I guess. The south was table 1. Okay, search the plant. Search the plant again. No time to waste, I must be going. Okay, it doesn't say search again, so... go south, table 1. So not hard hitter, correct. Man and woman were playing a card game. Okay, speak with the man. Look who it is. Tango. How's the wife? What? You want to know who I'm betting on? Very well. Let's make a deal. If you pull a card with a bigger number than mine, I'll tell you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Accept the challenge. And it's an ace of spades. Well, okay. I'm going to win this one. Bottom card. Joker. Haha. Well, a deal's a deal. I bet on Colossal Punch. In fact, consider the odds you beat. I'll even throw this in for you. 100-point coin. All right. All right. Talk to the woman. Talk to the woman. So it was hard hitter and something punch, right? Carrier's grumbling yourself. Tango approach. No gentleman left in this world. Is there anything even worth living for? Why does everything have to be so boring? Top it all, I'm so thirsty. Woe is me. Yes, yes, yes. Well, you don't have anything to say? Am I supposed to be able to, like, run back to the fucking counter and buy her a drink? Like, what? Terrace? Oh, shit. Silver hair sack, glass of milk in hand. Oh, wait, no. Oh, everyone always just drink milk. Sipping milk, hero appearing up at the sky brings back a flood of memories. Cool. That's, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Shit. Time is ticking. I must go to purchase my ticket. Tango walked up to the vendor, still deep in thought. Currently I have 50,000 gil. Until now, I've been buying small. Over time, this cosmic. Yeah, okay, he's going to go all in again. Think it's another 3-bird race and you're done. Maybe. That could be. Hello, Tango. Today's been a mighty lucky day for you, hasn't it? Now what can I do for you? Oh, it's 4. Oh, no. Oh. Shit. Twilight is alive, Minos. Yes. She's going to feature heavily in our run through Midlight's Deep, I think. However, if she survives Midlight's Deep is a different story, because the same rules will apply there. Okay. So yeah, we know Colossal Punch and Hard Hitter are out. Whirlwind or Heavy Kicker? Personally feeling Heavy Kicker here. Based on what logic, Light? Because I have my own thought process as well. But I'm curious to hear what your thought process is. Any evidence pointing to Whirlwind at all? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Because, like, Whirlwind is kind of a weird outlier, which, in a way, you could say might justify it being the pick. But, like, we had 2 other ones that had to do with, like, melee combat, Hard Hitter, and Colossal Punch. Whirlwind is odds 1-1. Oh, yeah. That's, you know what? That's a fair point, Minos. Heavy Kicker is the bottom of the rankings. And those have always been the ones that people have been not talking about, that our characters then voted on and won. So that alone actually might be a good indicator for it. Groupings, not odds. Oh. So would it be like Whirlwind versus Hard Hitter and like Colossal Punch versus Heavy Kicker or something? So the other thing that I was thinking was like the old man with the silver hair who was drinking milk. It made me think of like Setzer, right? And like Setzer, airship captain, like the wind, whirlwinds, whatever. So like maybe he's gonna be like, and as such, due to my time in the skies, I will choose to bet it all on Whirlwind. Only thing really sticking out to me that would implicate Whirlwind is the one to pick. The actual choices, the only 2 that we're between are Whirlwind and Heavy Kicker. Hard Hitter and Colossal Punch are both out. So I'm wildly speculating that old man might have said something about Whirlwind. They're all in the same race, but I think for the rest of the races, you pick a subgroup and then a coconut from that subgroup. What? Proceed to see what we have to choose from. I think it's... Oh, which group would you like to choose? Oh, I see what you guys are saying now. Okay. So we have to pick one or the other, and then one of them within that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, I'm feeling heavy kicker, man. I feel like heavy kicker. Also because it seems like it's the hardest to get to the old guy. And that's why, like, the other two that you have are, like, the melee combat names to make it seem less likely that it would be the other melee combat name. I think we got to go group 2 then heavy kicker, yeah. Whew. Here we go. I'd like to place 50,000 gil on heavy kicker. Yeah, I think Roland might be a red herring. Are you sure you want to do that? You might have received a windfall with the last bet you placed, but there's no guarantee it'll happen a second time. Tango stared, a determined glint in his eye. With a certain reluctance, the receptionist handed the ticket over to him. We are absolutely gambling right now, no doubt. Taking it in hand, the middle-aged man returned to the race course. Not the race horse, because, you know, they're chocobos. Oh, yeah, our legs have turned to lead again. Not this again. I'll never be able to see the race at this rate. I can't even hear the announcements over all this clamor. As these angry thoughts swirled through his head, the Good Luck Tavern owner's son, Pippin, passed by. Oh, is he carrying a pint? They come in pints. Pippin, wait! Tango shouted. Oh, it's the man with the cherry nose. Hello. Oh, like the cherry nose, like he's an alcoholic, right? Isn't that always a thing in, like old cartoons and anime and stuff? It's like the dudes who drink all the time have, like, a bright red nose for some reason. Only thing better than gambling is sack grabbing. Now you're speaking my language, Kyo. How you doing, my friend? Listen to me. I need you to go and watch the next race for me. As soon as it's over, come and report the results back to me. Got it? Leave it to me. You just got to promise to pay off your tab. Well, if we win, we'll certainly be able to do that. Race is over. Pippin, over here. So, who won? Hello, mister. The White Chocobo won. Heavy Kicker was his name, I think. They said the payoff was 200 to 1. Holy shit. Oh, those are the odds. Well, no, I guess they aren't. Because it would have been 2 to 2, not 2 to 1. So it is just the grouping. But 200 to 1. Jesus. Heavy Kicker, let's go. Are you absolutely sure? The young boy looked up at him, eyebrow cocked. Have I ever lied to you, mister? Thank you, Pippin. I'll get you a Lugai puppet. Really? You promise? Also, while you're at it, could you pay off your tab? This is too good to be true. I'm not dreaming, am I? Tango was looking down at his ticket. Gripped in his hand was something he had never seen, only heard about in his 20-odd years of gambling. The golden Chocobo ticket, which was only ever given when the odds are over 100 to 1. With odds at 200 to 1, Tango's once meager funds now amounted to 10 million gil. You did it, Tango. He turned to see Lucinda standing behind him. Lucinda, Tango, I still love you. Yet how can I know that you feel the same way about me? These two mean the same thing, but one is going to sound a lot better, so we're going to say I always put you first. Lucinda, I will always put you first. I shall never betray your trust in any way again. Her lips quivered. Tango, all I ever wanted was for us to be true partners to each other, to love, respect, and support one another. Lucinda. Tango took a small step towards her. Please don't cry! Wait! Where are you going? Oh boy, oh boy. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. We're thawing that icy heart with the power of money. Dosh, moolah, coin. And she, once again, has been swallowed by the crowd. All right, we got another one coming up. The loudspeakers crackled to life for a final time. Okay, all right. This might be a shorter one tonight, folks. I think we're still going to stick to one story per stream because it's just nice to kind of immerse ourselves in it for a little while. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. The moment you all have been waiting for is finally here. The great race will soon be commencing. We urge you to hurry and purchase your tickets while you still can. I love you now that you won 10 million gil. Yeah, right. I must make haste. The race is about to begin. All my efforts will have been for naught if I do not win this. Time was running short for Tango as the great race was soon to begin. I mean, how high is Bro's tab that he can't get away with having 10 million gil? Like, he urgently needed to find a place with a large gathering of people before the main event. If I were a spectator waiting in anticipation of the upcoming race, I would go to the racecourse gallery. 4 minutes, oh boy. With much more tense music as well. No, I'm not ready. Oh boy. Tango arrived at the establishment's second entrance, feeling something at his feet. Tango glanced out to see an aging dog to the north of the spectator seats, which thronged with people. Talk to the dog? Woof woof. He had something in his mouth. He spat it out in Tango's hand. Tango gained a 50-point coin. All right, well, cool. That's great. All right, so we have to go... Yeah, spectator seats. Go. Attempted to push through the crowd. To the south, he saw the secondary entrance. To the north were the front row seats. The east was the third entrance. Oh, God. Front row seats. Tango arrived at the front and center row of the spectator seats where a man who appeared to be a chocobo jockey was seated. Okay. To the south was the second entrance. To the east was the eastern wing. Speak with the chocobo rider. Chocobo rider muttering to himself, how could I be so careless as to lose the keepsake he gave me? A fool such as I does not deserve to be here. Okay, well, that's not useful at all. All right, east. Standing nearby was a man with a sinister glint in his eye. To the west were the center seats. Madroma, the local gravekeeper, was snickering under his breath. 10,000 gil on Adamantimer, multiplied by 30 amounts to 30,000 gil. Okay, so Adamantiner. So do not pick Adamantiner. Center seats. Then we go west. The text crawling by makes me want to die. A girl rushed past Tango, nudging against him in her haste. Oh, look what you've done! Everything in my coin purse has been scattered all over the ground. I demand you pick it all up. Sure, pick it up. What do we have here? A bet for Gil Turtler? Aha. So not Gil Turtler. It's all turtle names thus far. All right, we arrived at the western section of the spectator seats. To the south of the fourth exit. To the east were the center seats. There's no one else here? Okay, go to the exit. Pushed up against the gambler and his son. The fourth entrance is barely visible from where he stood. The north is the western wing of the spectator seat. Speak with the father. Fernando, the gambling father, was clearly not in the best of moods of all the times. Next race is the great race. What do you want? You want to know who I bet on? Get lost. I don't have time for idle chatter. All right, so clearly the kid will tell us, right? Come on, little money. Gambler's son, Theodore, was bouncing up and down in excitement. Mister, if you pass my test, I'll tell you who father... Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. First question, which expression means to remain calm? Keep your hair on? Second question, what is the golden rule? Treat others how you would like to be treated? Which of the following sayings means to improve something unnecessarily? Gild the lily. Okay, let's go. I'm a smart boy. Slip slider. Okay, well, that's not a turtle. Okay. Move. I'm assuming we have to get to one of the other exits. Western wing. Center seats. South, second entrance. South. As push through the crowd, to the south he saw the secondary entrance, to the north front row seats. My God, go to the fucking second entrance. Go! Like something with his feet. Oh, it's the dog! Shit! Move to spectator seats. Oh, boy. Well, we've got 3. There's probably going to be like 6. Okay. How much should I bet this time? He glanced down at his 10 million gil. Perhaps I should err on the side of caution and diversify. No. That's a terrible idea. Every time I've done that in the past, I've lost. Playing it safe has only ever brought me misfortune. It is time I risked it all. I cannot afford to lose again. Nothing related to turtles? Maybe. Okay. Tango, you're on a real winning streak today. Mind sharing your secret? Develop tinnitus. Oh my God. Yeah, there's 6 of them. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God, and all the turtles are the ones that we saw. Oh, shit. It is nothing related to turtles, that's true. Kingfire, the Weapon, and Scarlet Sephiroth. Well, these are also all references to various different Final Fantasy games. I don't think it would be Scarlet Sephiroth, based specifically on the fact that this is in development at the same time that Final Fantasy VII was. So I feel like they wouldn't make the reference to Final Fantasy VII the correct answer. That's just a complete gut feeling. But I feel fairly confident in that. Yeah, I think Sephiroth would be too obvious, definitely. In which case... Kingfire and the Weapon. So Kingfire... Was Kingfire a Final Fantasy 1 or a Final Fantasy 2 thing? I think it was in 2. You had to like go get St. Elmo's Fire or something, right? Like that, right? I believe in the king. He's number 1 of 1, so I just hit him. You know, fair enough. Fair enough. The weapon... Well, wasn't there an ultimate weapon in Final Fantasy 1? It's been so long since I played FF1. I was legit like 12, if not younger. Ultimate weapon in 6. Right, I remember that. A lot of people saying Kingfire. It's entirely possible that you guys already know the answer and are trying to be coy about it, which I respect. Kingfire feels like it does make sense. But I mean, I have literally no idea. I'm just putting blind faith in things. It's definitely Group 1 for sure. It's one of the 2 of them, no doubt. I like how they have these descriptions of, like, their functionality. Like, oh, this was a deep closer. This one's a stalker. Like, that matters at all. It's just flavor. I think we try it. I think we give it a shot. Oh, I'd like to place 10 million gil on Kingfire. There was no turning back for Tango now. Tango, you put all us men to shame. You're our champion. Tears sprung to his eyes. He did not know why he was crying. Gripping his ticket even tighter, he set off for the racecourse. Lucinda, wait! Wait, what? We saw her? Huh. I cannot move. My legs, A frustrated groan escaped him. Be a man, Tango. Move. After a great deal of struggle, he made it to the tracks. Thought it took 2 to Tango? Yeah, his 2 legs that keep refusing to fucking work. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could turn your attention to Gate 3, where Tango will be entering shortly. This man bought the golden Chocobo ticket earlier this afternoon. This certainly is not an everyday occurrence. Will we be witnessing a miracle today? Oh boy, the Grand Championship. We actually get to see it this time? Or at least have it described to us in text? Today's main event, the 128th Great Race, is now underway. It looks like Slipslider is taking an early lead. He's pulling quite far ahead and is now approaching the first turn. Slipslider maintains the lead out of the bend, but Gil Turtler is not far off in second and showing good turn of foot. Following right behind him in third is Adamantimer. The leaders are beginning to pull away. Bringing up the rear are the Weapon and Kingfire, with the crowd favorite Scarlet Sephiroth in last. Gil Turtler and Adamantimer are moving up the stretch at a swift pace. According to our timers, these chocobos are traveling at a far faster rate than those of the 6th race. Slipslider is still at the head of the pack and leads the 3rd sweeping turn. Slipslider goes down at the turn. What a nasty spill. Wow, who would have thought from the name? But the show must go on. Gaining ground at Gil Turtler and Adamantimer. Moving up through the pack is also none other than Scarlet Sephiroth. Gil Turtler and Adamantimer are losing speed as the pack nears the 4th turn. Perhaps Slipslider's breakneck pace pushed him to his limits too early in the race. Scarlet Sephiroth pulls into the lead. Right behind him is the Weapon. We are nearing the final turn, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Racing to take first are 2 chocobos. Will it be Scarlet Sephiroth or the Weapon? The Weapon is losing speed. Scarlet Sephiroth pulls ahead and takes lead. Scarlet Sephiroth is ahead now, just 100 lengths to go before he goes down in history as the first to win 3 consecutive great races. 50 lengths left. Scarlet Sephiroth's in the lead, storming down the track. But wait, what is this, ladies and gentlemen? Kingfire, who was bringing up the tail of the field, is moving up the stretch at an incredible speed. Kingfire is tearing down the track, pulling into the forefront. There are just 20 lengths to go. Scarlet Sephiroth is losing ground. Is Kingfire going to overtake him? They're now neck and neck. Will it be Scarlet Sephiroth or will it be Kingfire? Kingfire takes the lead in a spectacular upset. Kingfire emerges victorious. An impossible result here. After 3 years of absence, he has reappeared, only to win the great race. Woo! Goddamn. Okay. They were really leading us by the nose there. I won. I won. I did it, Lucinda. The Golden Palace was abuzz with excitement. Men, women, and children were cheering loudly for Tango. From the level of enthusiasm, one might think everyone had won. Rename a red chocobo Scarlet Sephiroth. I don't know that we even have one, but it's not a bad idea. Tango did it! He really did it! The payout is 300 to 1. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Sir, please, if you could return to announcing the race results. Tango, 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 Tango. The crowds were in an excited frenzy. Tango. From the jumble of people before him, Lucinda appeared. Tango made his way towards her. Please, if you could move aside, I need to get to Lucinda. After parting the crowd, Tango was, at long last, reunited with his love. Darling, Lucinda. Those who moments earlier were cheering became completely silent. Perhaps it was because they noticed the pair gazing into each other's eyes. Lucinda, I want to start over with you. Fresh start with our massive purse of Gil. I want to start over with you. Right here, right now. Let us start our lives anew. Darling, Tango, yes. Let us rebuild our lives together. In just a few moments, the stadium went from complete silence to loud, boisterous cheers. The crowd converged on them, and soon Tango and Lucinda were engulfed by a swarm of people. Yes, we're not going to read all the tangos again. Girl is definitely a gold digger, yeah. The audience began chanting his name. It was shortly followed by another chant. Lucinda! Lucinda! People have no idea who this lady is. They're just swept up in the moment. And in the midst of it, the two of them stood, holding each other in a tight embrace. It's like she was just ready to leave him, though, until he made a shit ton of money. Later, Tango would learn that Lucinda never had any intention of leaving him. She had simply intended to give him the space he needed to rethink his life and start making better decisions. She had agreed to accompany Lance only on the condition that they attend the chocobo races. Lucinda was well aware her husband would be in attendance. Lucinda never had cared for affluence. She had not known it growing up, so it held very little importance to her. I don't know that that's a statement that has much bearing in reality, but whatever, we'll run with it. While she often wished he would cut back, even the fact that Tango enjoyed gambling did not faze her. After her husband's company fell through, however, he began drowning his sorrows at local taverns and gambling with greater frequency. Lucinda left, believing it would serve to halt his downward spiral. Tango, upon learning the truth, was overwhelmed with happiness. He knew in that moment his old self would need to remain where he belonged, in the past. Excuse me. After the events that unfolded at the Golden Palace, Tango decided to put the gil he won toward restarting his business. That, however, is a story for another day. Some people who never grew up with money that don't much care for it. I'm one. I mean, I'm one too. But I guess you have to draw the distinction between having a comfortable amount of money to live and then being affluent, you know? Hey, short, sweet, and to the point. Very nice. So the man fell into depression, became a billionaire overnight, and it magically cured his depression. Yes, exactly. We do not have any swines, Minos. I don't think. I'll check, but I think I have a basic pig. But I haven't had room to get more monster eggs, I don't believe. We'll look, though. That was a fun story, though. Hey, we got a score based on the coins that we had found. Okay, that's why those are relevant. Very cute, very cute. Much shorter than the first one, damn. Very cool.
New discoveries awaiting even the most dog-eared of tomes. Nice.
So then next up, we'll have Olver and the Ivalice Chronicles.
I understand.
But yeah, we'll double check our beasties really quick. Yeah, I've got a I do have a regular swine. Okay. Cool. I couldn't remember what the exact name was. Yes, I do indeed have a swine. I do not need all these monsters. Okay. And that way we can start trying to get more swine eggs. By the way, I had an idea for a challenge run. Sure, let's hear it. And he and Lucinda lived happily ever after because he could not hear her over the ringing in his ears. So really quick, because I do want to leave it one story per stream of this, and then we'll probably on Thursday start working on Midlight's Deep. But this is where the party is currently at. We have pretty much everyone who needs it at 97 Brave, so that's good. Everyone who needs good faith pretty much has it as well. Kelvin is nearly down to 10 Brave, so that he can be our treasure hunter. And then I'm working on getting levels for Moonlight, because we're probably going to want a 2-height monster we can jump on just to make navigating a little bit easier. I've also been working on Beowulf a little bit because I had to get chicken on him anyway, just to make the reduction of Kelvin's Brave a little bit easier. We could use him a little bit just to make Midlight's Deep a little easier, but I really would like to stick to our main cast here, so we'll see. And then we do also have a couple of potential summoners for a particular boss at the end. Challenge is tier chapter challenge. Basically, you only have job classes on the same tier as a chapter. Chapter 1, you get only tier 1 jobs. Black Mage, White Mage, Knight, and Archer. Chapter 2, you get tier 2 classes. Monk, Thief, Time Mage, Mystic. It goes on from there. I can see that being fun, yeah. It would still be very much like a chapter 1 is ostensibly the hardest chapter type of situation. But even then, you can definitely clear it with Black Mage, White Mage, Knight, Monk, presumably Chemist, and like Squire and stuff. Now, if you were like, okay, once you get to tier 2, you can only use Monk, Thief, Time Mage, and Mystic, and you can't use the tier 1 jobs, that would make things interesting. That would really kind of keep you on your toes. You can use an order to reduce Brave. I hear they're an awesome class. Smile. Listen here, you. Tried the next one a few times, found the exit condition, but really nothing else. Probably playing a longer stream for that one. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that'll be maybe Saturday. Oh, wait, hold on. When's Halloween? Halloween is Friday. Yeah, so maybe Saturday we would do the next book, and then Thursday we start on Midlight's Deep. I think it's probably going to be the way to go. Use Order to Farm Guild. I hear they're an awesome class. Okay, before any of y'all get on your Order high horses again, I think we are going to call this one here. We will call this one here. That's one more story down. We have 2 left, and I've heard that. What is it? I've heard that the Ivalice Chronicles is fairly long. So if Oliver is also fairly long, that'll give us a good amount of stuff to chew through. So maybe one that's a little less frenetic with the timer. I was not expecting that for Nanai's Histories. This Thursday or the following? This Thursday for Midlight. You want me to ban them for Order Glaze? No, it's fine. I will let people be loudly wrong. It's okay. No, we kid, of course. Yeah, this Thursday we will start on Midlight's Deep. I do not see us getting through the entirety of Midlight's Deep in one go, but we will definitely start on it. And then we will go from there. So. Aww. At least it ain't calculator. Oh, true. All right, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure doing a little bit of Choose Your Own Adventure story reading with y'all. Next stream will be a much meatier one, girthier, throbbing with potential. I think y'all are going to enjoy it very much. But until Thursday, my name has been Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman. We will be back very soon, but until then, I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there, everyone. And remember, be good to each other, y'all. Bye now.